Her title, The Promise.
In the past 10 years, the path of my life has been rocky and difficult. Now, the purpose of this story is to encourage you. But to do that, I'm going to give you the cliff notes of that rocky road. In 2004, because of financial difficulties, my husband and I were forced to sell my dream house. And we had to move into a tiny little house the size of a cracker box. My mother-in-law lived with us at the time, and we found out that my mom was also going to need some support, so we moved her in too. That year, my mother-in-law was diagnosed with lung cancer. In 2005, my mom had some difficulties with her dementia, gave up the will to live, and passed away quite unexpectedly. In 2006, my mother-in-law lost her battle with lung cancer. In 2007, my husband lost his job. He spent a whole year looking for a job, but gave up that job search in January of 2008 when he was diagnosed with cancer. By June of 2008, the rumor was that I was also going to lose my job. You can imagine at that point, we really needed something to cheer us up. My husband was a Shriner, and so in September of 2008, we went down to a conference called the South Atlantic Shrine Association. At the South Atlantic Shrine Association, it's kind of a party for the wives. The men have meetings, we go to the parties. But it's from Wednesday until Saturday. On Tuesday, we checked into the hotel and went down to the marketplace. The marketplace is rows and rows of vendors selling things like logo shirts and logo caps and things for the wives as well. At that point in time, I found this great vendor selling Swarovski crystal jewelry. And I found one in particular, a little rectangular piece that was magnificent. It moved in the light and changed colors. I was in love. I asked the guy how much it was, and he said it was $95. Well, my heart sank because $95 was really not in our budget. My husband very valiantly asked him, "Is the price negotiable?" But he said, "I'm sorry, this is a new piece and I'm pretty sure I can get that for it." So I said, okay. And I went upstairs and I decided to forget about it. Later that night, my girlfriend, Billy, and I went downstairs and I said, "Billy, come on, you gotta see this necklace. It is gorgeous." We went down there and she did all the proper oohs and ahs. Then I walked away and I erased it from my memory. Had a great time that week. Saturday afternoon, I'm laying out by the pool. And Billy came out and she goes, "Hey, you know that guy with the necklace?" I said, "Yeah." "He wants to talk to you." Well, the cynic came out in me. I said, "Yeah, now it's Saturday. He hasn't sold it, and I'm betting he wants to reduce the price." She said, "Well, go see how much he wants for it." And I said, "No, I've decided I'm not going to get it." Unfortunately, my curiosity got the better of me. I decided I was going to go in there and ask him. So we went down together, right up to his little booth, and much to my surprise, my necklace was gone. Now I don't know what he wants to talk to me about. But when he saw me, his face lit up, and he was excited. And he grabbed me by the arm, and he pulled me over to his little cash box, and he reached behind it, turned around, and put the necklace around my neck. He surprised me, so I backed up just a little bit. And then he said to me, "The Lord spoke to me last night, and he told me to give this to you." He said he wants me to tell you that he loves you, and that no matter what happens, everything is going to be all right. My shock went into excitement because I thought, I know what that means. That means I'm not going to lose my job, and my husband's going to get better, and he's going to get a job, and our financial problems are going to be gone, and I was just ecstatic. Let me tell you the rest of the story. at the end of 2008, I did lose my job. In 2009, I spent a lot of time finding out I was overqualified for everything I applied. In 2010, my husband's cancer returned, and within 3 weeks, he passed away. And I remember one tearful day I said, Lord, I don't understand. I'm not sure what your definition of all right is, but this is certainly not my definition. And I took that necklace and I shoved it into the back of a drawer, closed it, and forgot about it. I proceeded then over the next several years to recuperate, to change my life. In 2011, I saw this great movie called The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. Have any of you seen that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorites. And there's this young man named Patel who owns a hotel in India, and it's pretty rambled down and broken, but he has this vision of fixing it up. And I remember every time something goes wrong, he says, everything will be all right in the end. If it is not all right, then it is not yet the end. And I started to think about that. And I realized, number one, that my husband had passed away. But I knew that wherever he is, he was all right. And I realized that I love him, and I probably will always miss him. But over time, I am also all right. I had started a business with some friends, and I had to close that business this year. But that's all right, because it allowed me to start doing something else that I really love doing. And I started to think about it, and I found that necklace. I put it on, and I remembered what promise had been given to me, that everything would be all right. Now, I can't always tell you, in that last 10 years it's been difficult. I can't say that I have not had bumps and ups and downs, but one of the things that I have always remembered is that there is something positive in every experience that I have had. And I think about that. And any time that I feel like my life is not all right, I just remember the words of Patel. Everything will be all right in the end. And if it is not all right, it is not yet the end. Mr. Toastmaster.